Hello again, Paratuna. Our last sis, and thank you for your 100 questions. Today's our topic is types of legal, moral, ethnical, and cultural applications. This presentation produced by Timkhamed Serik and Absut Rasraj. For the first, I want to talk about evaluation. Evaluation is a multi-valued concept that denotes a way to establish the significance of something for an acting and consistent subject. Three types or levels of significance can be distinguished: theoretical, well, practical, impractical, of epistemological and allegorical assessments through volitional impulses. The subject of evaluation in epistemical assessments are the immanent properties of objects, that is, objects considered by themselves. The subject of evaluation in allegorical assessments are the properties of objects and the objects themselves in their ability, positive allegorical significance or inability, negative allegorical significance to meet the needs and requests of the subjects, the prototypes of objects and the objects themselves may turn out to be identified to the needs and requests of the subject. And legal appreciations, legal assessments or legal experience of documents is a series of actions aimed at verifying their compliance with the current legislation and the purposes of signing these documents. Legal assessments should be carried out by professional lawyers with practical experience. Only they will be able to give an accurate expert opinion on the legitimacy of the document. The experience of legal work shows that even simple types of can serve as grounds for refusal to commit and register various kinds of transgressions. The processes include several stages: verification of documents, correctness of registration, availability of necessary details, signatures, seals, visas, and etc., as well as verification of the content for compliance with laws. The actual analysis of the document, the purpose of which is to determine whether there is conference of the real rights and the powers of its bearer, determining the risks for each specific situation, a preparation of recommendations for correcting errors, correcting text, and minimizing possible losses. The second is moral appreciations. Moral appreciations is one of the types of evaluation, the act of identifying and justification the moral value of certain phenomena, actions, intentions, and etc., which make up conscious human activity and judgment expressing specifically normal approval or disapproval of these phenomena. In the system of moral relations, moral evaluation performs the main role of moral sanction, the social significance and the effectiveness of which is determined by the real weight of morality among other factors that determine human behavior. The structure of moral assessments, as well as other types of evaluation, is situated in the evaluation logic, which is one of the sections of modal logic. The logical linguistic analysis of evaluative moral terms and statements as specific forms of the language of morality is carried out by meta-ethics. Every concert moral assessment is the application of some general moral position, principle, norm, ideal, postulate, and etc. To a particular situation, value, judgment, act, tense, morally good is actually a conclusion from some explicitity of implicitly accepts premises. For example, act tense directed for the good of society, factual judgment, and everything that contributes to the public good is morally good. General moral postulate. These premises are the basis of these particular assessments. A general moral premise, like a conclusion, is a value judgment, which in turn can be based on an even more general basis. Uh, the legal appreciations, it's a moral appreciations. That's all. Other topics about other topics talk after.
In this video, girls from different countries of the world talk about their culture. They they said these are not stereotypes. What he wears or what he eats are all cultural values. You can't run away from them and you can't be shy. There are always other people's opinions and they are not laws. In these pictures you will see the cultural values of different countries. You can also see the cultural values of Kazakhstan, the mausoleum of the skin of Ahmed Yasavi, and others.
Hello everyone, my name is Abduttar. My topics are uh, ethical application and cultural application, and I want to start at cultural application. Mm, Slide. Yes. Mm, Cultural values are irrepressible, tangible, and intangible objects and works of culture that have artistic and property value. Universal significance as well as providing artistic, scientific, and historical impact on a person. The market of cultural values and art objects on of the oldest investment markets in the world. There is also illegal trafficking of cultural property. Their examination of cultural values is a special kind of binary interactions of subject and object can vary from one of infinity. Value is a certain objective justice that is in the possession of a specific subject of law, a person or a group of people. A cultural value is a certain sphere that, being in the possession of a private person, a group of persons of the state, mm, appears to be a universal value. And I want to end second topic, ethical application. Yes. In modern literature, there are a large number of divergent opinions about the specificity of morality. Uh, on the hand, it is attributed to the forms of social constituencies, and on the other, it is included in social existence. There are also intermediate opinions according to which morality is both a form of social mm, consciousness and a form of social practice. What is the reason for the mm, severity of moral conflicts and the vitality of ethical reflection? Finally, mm, uh, Firstly, the decline in the prestige of religious uh, ideals and the search for a new secular hierarchy of values. Despite the boom of religiosity noted by researchers, many transcendental sources of morality have been lost. Secondly, the deployment of contradictions of modern post-industrial civilization. The concept of morality is usually used in neutral and value meanings. Ethics answers the question, how should one act? As a theory of morality, ethics focuses on the analysis of moral views, on the sources of the views and their social functions, being, being, a, participle, being a practical discipline that formats certain principles of activity. Ethics is of great importance for the formation of the moral position of the individual. Thank you for your attention. Mm, have a nice day. Goodbye.